Hello everyone, welcome to Talk Wrestling on NoDQ.com, MySpace.com/NoDQ Talk Wrestling, YouTube.com/NoDQCW, and what I forgot to plug on the last show at the end of the show, Twitter.com/NoDQDOTCOM, NoDQ.com. If you're not watching there, any of those, then you're not really watching the show, right? Oh, and maybe NoDQ Forums. I think one of the forum members picked it up and has just posted it on the media site, so thank you for that. Anyway, today, more of your questions, and one shirt only. My favorite Alliance shirt, my only Alliance shirt actually. I like this logo. I don't know why, I just always have. I like this logo. So we're wearing this shirt today. No more Hogan, no more appreciation days because I had a clusterfuck last show. So I apologize to all of you for that. And we'll get to your questions right now. This is from Nick Reaper. Do you really think Kurt Angle will return to the WWE this year? If so, what brand will he be on? And will he be heel or face/babyface? Isn't it the same thing? And also, rumors of The Rock coming back next year are building up. What are your thoughts on that? Have you heard anything about The Rock coming back at all? I haven't heard one thing about that. What is this guy talking about? Kurt Angle returning this year? That's been the talk of the month. It could happen. I don't see why he would. He's got a lighter schedule. He's getting paid very well by TNA. And he's in the main event, you know. He's like one of the top, if not the top heel. I don't see a reason for him to go back. I think it'd be foolish of him to do that. No. I don't see why he would do it, but if he would, he'll probably be on the SmackDown brand to get that brand some boost. This one is from Carnage RWL18. After seeing this segment with Christian and Edge at Backlash, do you think it's going to lead to a future feud with them, or getting back together as Edge and Christian? I think we'll see them feud with one another. Christian is over very well as a babyface right now. Edge is the top heel on SmackDown, and the cat's getting into my bag. I took Benadryl for you. I can't Benadryl it back, cat. Thank you. Anyway, I don't think we'll see them team back up unless, you know, WWE gets desperate with Christian down the line and needs to turn him heel and do something with him. They might do that. But for the immediate future, you won't see that happen. Ben Dover wants to know, hey Jeff, what do you think that the British Invasion and TNA will be a good faction? Do you think they will be as big a team as... Do you think they will be as big as Team Canada if done correctly? Yes, I do. I like Doug Williams. I like Brutus Magnus. I like Rob Terry? Paul Terry? Rob Terry? I forget his last name. But they all seem really good. I saw Doug Williams when he wrestled for PWG out here a couple years back at Battle of Los Angeles. Maybe even... No, it wasn't last year. Year before last at Battle of Los Angeles. He's awesome. Brutus Magnus is a tremendous athlete. I've seen him wrestle before, not just on TNA. I've seen tapes of him now since he's come to TNA. I've seen older tapes, thank God. And haven't seen Rob Terry, I think is his name. I haven't seen him yet. So, but he's really good from what I see on TNA. He's a big, strong dude. So it's really cool that they have this new faction going in TNA. I think it's amazing that they're doing something like that, and they can be as big as Team Canada if they're done correctly. Very good question. This one is from Ultimate Warrior 87. Do you think Triple H or Jeff, well, it's supposed to be Jarrett, but they spelled it wrong, will ever turn back into a heel? First of all, Jarrett is spelled J-A-R-R-E-T-T. That's double J, Jeff Jarrett. J-A-R-R-E-T-T. That's how you spell Jarrett. Jarrett, no. Triple H, maybe. Triple H may come back and be babyface, obviously, to start out with to get Orton back for taking him out. But I think you'll see at least one more heel turn out of Triple H before he ultimately retires. Jeff Jarrett, I doubt you'll see him turn heel again. I don't think you'll see him be in that position where he wants to be the top draw in the company anymore. So we won't see him be a heel anymore. Vinny, this is from Vinny. What do you think about Amazing Red being back in TNA? I am so thrilled that Red is back, man. It's so cool to see one of the innovators of the X Division, returned to TNA after all these years of being on the shelf with injury and then being on the indie circuit for a while. It's cool that he's back. I'm excited. It'll be awesome if he and Suicide go far as a tag team. I doubt it. I doubt the noise will ever stop on this godforsaken show because even when we're indoors, there's still noise. We should put a studio light outside with a red light like you do at like soap studios and whatnot. Red light. This is a take. Stop making noise. We really should. I'll pay for it. Anyway, Red's back. That's awesome. I like to see him beat Suicide for the X Division title. That'd be cool too. He can only go as high as the moon. TNA, if they do him right, he can be a top star. Mo Soldier Zero. What do you think about Mr. McMahon's idea of a new show on Wednesdays, meaning the show every day of the week? That's true. Superstars on. I forgot they have 4 shows a week now. Overkill. Extreme overkill. Too much. Not a good idea at all. Just bad planning. If they're gonna do another show during the week, then they're gonna be in deep trouble because they're gonna saturate the WWE fans' minds. They're gonna saturate. Hey, cat, away from my clothes. Cat. They're gonna make the WWE fans go crazy watching 5 shows a week. They're watching 4 as it is, some of them, and it'll be entirely too much for them. They'll go nuts. This is from Jose Hernandez. Hey Jeff, I have a question about the Suicide gimmick. First off, who gets credit for the title win, Daniels or Kaz? What direction do you think TNA is going with this gimmick? I personally like the gimmick, but what's going to happen now that TNA is teasing that the fans know it's Daniels, so does that mean a Kaz return? I personally have an idea that TNA should bring in the newcomer to play his character as a Suicide character and not Kaz, so that way even if they unmask him, he can still be Suicide. But the only thing wrong with that is he would get credit for a championship he didn't win. What's your opinion? Yikes, that's a long question. If they go forward with this whole teasing thing that Machine Guns know it's Daniels and they unmask him, I firmly believe it'll be Kaz under there, which means that Kaz will end up getting the credit for the title win, even though Daniels won the championship. Just to throw up, because you know what? That's so Russo-like to do that, they'll do it. I'll bet you. I'll bet you they'll do it that way. As far as I'm concerned, Daniels is the champion right now as Suicide, and I think they should go forward with him being unmasked as Suicide and give him the credit for the championship win that he so rightfully deserves, because he did some crazy shit in that Ultimate X match back at Destination X, and he deserves championship credit. CZW Def, do you think Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, or Kane will see World Championship gold again? And if they do, what will you see them wear? I appreciate you saying that Matt Hardy won World Championship gold, because the ECW Championship, in my eyes, is a World Championship. So thank you for that, CZW Def. Jeff Hardy, more than likely, he will be a World Champion again. Matt Hardy or Kane, doubtful. Matt got his run on top, and now he's going to be, second banana again to Jeff. And Kane is a person who will push people up, or somebody to feud with in the temporary, not in the permanent. Now he won't be a world champion, but Jeff, I think it'll happen at least one more time. Y2J Fan 92. Hey Jeff, who do you think are the most underrated wrestlers in history? Past / history is the past. Jeez, guys, come on. That could have had the chance in the main event picture or major storyline. My opinions are as follows. I'm gonna go one by one and say why they're okay or they're not. Mike Awesome. He was the ECW World Champion. He was a main eventer. Brian Pillman. Good point. I like that one. Brian Pillman's a good choice. I like that. Scott Hall. He was in the main event for the longest time. He was part of the NWO. He was in the top tier for the longest time. Mr. Kennedy. He's still hurt. If he comes back healthy, he could be a world champion. Dusty Rhodes. 3-time world champion? 3-time world champion. Never main eventer? He feuded with Flair for like 2 years in the main event. And Jake the Snake Roberts, another good point. Jake the Snake could have been pushed to the moon if he hadn't got hurt by the Honky Tonk Man and damaged his vertebrae or whatever happened to him. But hey, just my opinions. Just like I hated Rhodes in WWF, WWE, and Awesome in WCW. Those guys are good choices. Matt Hardy, if he gets a main event on Raw or SmackDown, that'd be a good choice. A Booker T in WWE. He was world champion, but he really didn't get this chance to shine because he was a heel. And if he had been a babyface world champion, that would have been cool. He's a main eventer now in TNA, but it's not WWE. There's so many guys. Just go through the mid card, go through the Intercontinental Champion list that didn't win the World Championship, and that's your guys right there, Mr. Perfect. Any of those guys. Let's see. CWB Crypt for life. Do you think WWE will do anything big with R-Truth? On the subject of R-Truth, I think it would be cool for John Cena, R-Truth, and Crime Time to form a faction. Aaron, I can't say this word on the show, but if John Cena joined R-Truth and Crime Time, would he be a wigger? Just saying. And would they be... I can't say that. That's wrong. They're not, of course. R-Truth is probably a U.S. champion or Intercontinental champion down the line. I don't see him being, the guy, the top guy. He was a top guy in the early days of TNA, but I don't see him being a top guy in the big time in WWE, no. The faction, R-Truth and Crime Time, maybe. That would be kind of interesting. The three-man team, that'd be cool. But I don't think John Cena will lower himself down to R-Truth and Crime Time status to form a faction. That'll do it for episode 60 of Talk Wrestling. Thank you, everybody, for those of you that keep tuning in, those of you that are new, anybody that's watching the show, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Again, myspace.com/NoDQTalkWrestling, twitter.com/NoDQDOTCOM, NoDQ.com, all the words themselves, youtube.com/NoDQCW, and of course, your only source for wrestling on the internet that's completely pop-up free, NoDQ.com. For Aaron Riff, this is Jeff Meacham saying so long. We'll see you next time.